What's up, everybody? It is Tuesday, and I'm in at the shop. Dave's, I think, at football practice. Only one here. I see they've got some progress on the Camaro. We have the fire suppression. By the way, it is a cone pattern. It will literally cover from intake to oil pan. I had a lot of people worried about the fuel rails. We try to center locate the fire system whenever we do it. We like to have it even farther forward. We're kind of a little past middle of the engine this time around. A lot of times we try to get to the front in case you're going down the track. Any kind of air underneath the hood is pushing it back onto the engine, and it's not going just on the firewall. So either way, it fans the whole engine. These nozzles spray like crazy. If you ever had one go off, you already know that. A couple quick things. I'm here today. What I'm going to work on is, you guys should be excited. We're going to be at the track on Thursday. Jeff is tightening up, and Dave, the last couple things. We did get rid of the boost valves. Don't need them with the turbos that are on here. So Jeff actually took a piece of 4-inch aluminum stock and put it in the mill and turned down some caps for the boost tubes to go on, so we don't have those on there anymore. Save some weight. I'll be pulling out the black boxes. That you don't need them in a car either, which I'm sure Kevin's going to be excited to hear that we took those out. Anyhow, just because it's hard to fit all that stuff, it's going to help clean it up a little bit. Another thing, so that's in, the caps are in. I did put the bull horns back on. I didn't hear anybody say anything in the comments from the videos when they noticed the bull horns are cut down and how good they look. I hope that somebody finally comes back and says something, because the bull horns look really good on this thing. I'm not going to put the hood on. The hood and front fascia is all fitted. It's got all the Zeus's in it. We are actually currently working on headlights. We are going to put the headlights back in the factory locations. We wanted to keep it looking as factory as possible. You know, street car. So what my goal is today, I'm actually going to pull the car into a straight line where I have room going out that door. And I'm going to work on bump. We're going to try to get, me and Steve talked about some, both of us had ideas where we think we should start at as far as boost and RPM. So I'm going to work at them numbers and try to get it to rolls in real nice and smooth, because there's a chance, you never know. Get there, everything works out with these. I think we got 315s on it right now. I could jump underneath the car. I would like to do it tomorrow, technically, if I can get the tires down here. I might just send somebody with the wheels and tires and plot the suspension for the 28s and 315s. If we could put the 28s on it, Steve says you never know. You might jump into the 28 class at for the SCT if everything goes good on testing on Thursday. Kind of cool, right? That would be, and I'm not sure if Val's driving, Steve, or the seat's all set up for Val, obviously, but or Kyle. We can always move the seat stuff around, but that's where I'm at. I'll put it up on a video up when I get it pulled out here, and we'll start going through the two-step stuff. And well, the two-step stuff's already kind of sorted out. That was easy. Steve already had, I think it was, the stuff in there would have worked as long as you got CO2 pressure, which I got to make sure we have. The suits got to be armed, so we have pressure. So I got to let the compressors run. So after we get that up, I'll get the video started so you guys can watch it, watch the process of figuring out how to get this thing to bump in smooth. Kevin sent a cool video. I may be able to put the video up so you can see a second of it run. Kevin sent a cool video on how he set up the bump. And he has different strategies he uses. He doesn't use the strategy that comes into the Holly. Kind of a cool deal. He actually applies brake pressure, or I shouldn't say he applies. It takes brake pressure and stops it at a certain amount and then relocks the line lock so it drags your brakes, which is an awesome deal. So you don't have to try to remember to drag your brakes yourself. Also, he's using a table for the bump so that as you increase the RPM or the boost or whatever, it's going to slow down how fast the trans brake works and keep your bump more consistent no matter power. Another cool thing, we do that in some other systems that we do, so I understand that. All right, I'll get you guys in this in a minute. All right, guys, got the car pulled out of the garage here. I did warm it up, so I got it up over 100 degrees. Don't want to be doing this stuff when the car's cold. I'm going to first attempt 3,800, 8 pounds of dome, or 10 pounds on a dome, I think it was, 8 pounds of boost, somewhere in that range. We're just gonna see if the car moves, so I'm gonna jump in, start it up. We'll get it on the two-step, and we're gonna see when we engage the bump if everything does what we need to do. Attempt number 2. Hopefully the battery's charged. So I was gonna do, and I'm still gonna, so we just got a makeshift battery in the car right now. We do have a Detroit battery company battery on its way. It'll be here tomorrow. We won't, so the battery's dying. We can't hook the alternator up because this battery, when we hook the alternator up, it is overcharging and turning ECU off. But I'm pretty happy. It took 3 times to kind of find a number. As you see, the 3rd time, it rolled right in smooth. It was nice, and I thought it was nice and smooth. I might even increase the brake pressure just a little bit more, the drag just a little bit more, so you almost don't feel the stutter. The good thing is that you want to feel the car move, because if you get it, like one of our blue car almost rolls in where you can't tell it's moving inside. And like we'll put somebody in it that's driving like Harley, and he'll panic and think the car's not moving, and meanwhile it's just rolling in really slow, which is good to get in shallow, which is what we like to do. We don't want to bump deep. That was 3,808 pounds of boost. The auto data log wasn't set up. I just set it up, so now that it's going to auto data log, and I'll actually get some data to see what we made for boost. I did just move it up to 4,000. Make sure that the bump's going to work at 4,000. I have what I think the numbers are going to be based off what it was there, and I kind of know, so we're going to see. But we're going to let it charge for a minute, and then we'll try it again. Round 3, 4,000. Okay, as you guys seen on that attempt, the car tried to die when I went on a 2-step. That's because I was out of gas. Leave it to Steve. I sent the car, this car, to him to go to the dyno with a full tank of gas. Right there's a gas tank. Full tank of gas. And would you know it, he brings it back on E. Steve, do better. You always want to put gas back in where it was where you left. All right, we're going to try this again. I'm going to set the camera up. 4,000 RPM. We're going to try to get the bump nice and smooth. I did, as you can see, and you've seen in his video, there's oil coming out of the dry sump. That's because I overfilled it. So I just went and took 3 quarts out of it. It is now at the perfect level. We shouldn't have any more oil come out. We can actually, where he has the hose on here right now, we'll be installing a filter. Just so there's got to be able to have vent. So we will definitely have to get that filter from him, because we can't have oil going down on the ground. Yeah, so here we go. All right, made some more adjustments. That was 4,000. It made about 6 pounds boost, took 4 seconds. I did turn on the boost builder function just to knock some timing out of it. The timing was still staying up pretty high. That's how I got it to 6 pounds. The time before it wasn't making very much. Now a second longer, it would have made it to 8, but I like to see if we can get this thing fully ready to go and on the chip in 3. And we may be leaving on more than 4,000. This is 38 and 4,000 is adjusted. You've seen the bump pretty good. Feel like we're good there. The battery's still giving me crap. It is charging right now. I will try one more. It's getting kind of late. I'm gonna be heading out of here. Tomorrow the boys will finish up the couple little button-up things. And yeah, we should be at the track, guys. All right, one last time tonight. And then we're putting the car away, and the boys are gonna get it finished up tomorrow. I'm gonna turn the RPM up and do like 4,200. And I also added some boost belter techniques on it. Try to get the pop and bang a little bit, get it to make boost a little faster. Yeah. All right, guys. So that last little rip right there, that was still 4,000. Made to 8 pounds, and it was about 4 seconds. Still a little long, but there's still some work that can be done on it. I think between me and Steve, we can definitely get it together. It's kind of one of those weird things because there is 3 different hands in that computer. As far as the tuning stuff and all the stuff, Kevin's got so many cool things set up in this. Matter of fact, I need to unarm the chutes. Got to have the chutes arm to be able to go on a 2-step. I feel good about the bump. I think that'll be nice and smooth. I think Vale will appreciate that. It's just nice and creeps right in. Shout out to KSR for setting all that up and, sending a video. Like I said, we'll try to post maybe a clip or 2 of the video in here. Everything went as it should. The boys will get the rest of the stuff tightened up tomorrow. We got to finish bolting the seat in and finish up some fire suppression stuff. We will throw the dash in. I don't know if he's got the window switch thing yet. We can just zip tie that out of the way. But I mean, this thing's pretty much ready to rip. We'll go over everything, check all the brake lines, check all the fluids, nut and bolt check it one more time from here. And then Thursday, the plan is to be at the track.